Oh my gosh, Finn, stop that. As soon as we record, you start doing that? Okay. We can't do that now. I'm recording, okay? Okay, good boy. All right, so I'm going to grab the music right now for Sunday Ukulele and get that going. So we have two sheets for sure that we'll get through today, and that's the notes that I did up for the love theme from the Godfather. I think I just like saying that. Godfather love theme. And we've also got the melody that we'll go through, and I'll pull up level 2 as well because there's always a chance that we can get right through that. We'll see how far we get. That's probably the easiest way to think about it, right? Is, you know, how far are we going to get? What are we going to do? But first thing I want us to do is warm up a little bit. Finn's done now. Have a nap. This nest of instruments behind me is because Connor wrote a song and he's been recording it for his capstone. That's the grade 12 project the kids all do. So you have to, there's a lot of research involved, but you choose something that you're passionate about, learn about it, and then it gives you a chance to reflect on your learning during the school year too. So the kids are all choosing different things. It's pretty neat. All right, let's do a little bit of warm up on our picking hand. Okay. So what we're going to be doing today is going to be different than this, but it's going to be a good way to get ourselves warmed up. So I'm going to just go like this, strings 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's just get a little bit of that going on. You might not be at the point yet where you want to use 3 fingers and your thumb. That's okay. Some people go thumb, thumb, finger, finger. That's all right. I'm going to do this, so I'm going to try to use them all. Now on that sheet of different picking patterns, I'm going to just say a set of string numbers, and we're going to do that next. Okay. So we're starting to get our fingers moving. I'm going to go like this now, okay? Just see how I've moved my thumb to my 3rd string. I've got my index finger on my 2nd string, and now my middle finger on my 1st string. So we're just going to change things a little bit. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to play strings 3, 2, 1. Now I've moved my thumb to the 3rd string because what I'm doing is I'm playing this as just a 3-string pattern. This would be perfect for a waltz. Boom, chick, chick. Strings 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3. I'm playing this pattern because lately I've been playing a song that, well, Helen Nybo and I, we both have learned it. Ain't No Ash Will Burn. And I was playing it yesterday. Actually, I was sitting at the music store playing the chord progression for this on some beautiful Taylor guitars. I'm going to change it now. We've got the 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You might be doing this. That's okay. You might be doing this with your index finger, dragging it down a couple of strings. Or you might be able to plant, you know, a finger on those strings so that they each have their own string. We're going to do one more with this. Now we're going to go like this. We've got our thumb still on our 3rd string. We've got our bunny ear fingers both planted on strings 1 and 2. We're going to go like this now. So pluck the 3rd string and then 1 and 2 together. 3, pluck, pluck, so that's a boom, chick, chick. I'm going to make my C chord just so I've got a different sound because I just feel like I want that right now. chick, chick, boom. Now what I'm going to do is go like this. I'm going to move my thumb. This is not related to the song we're doing today. This is just a simple fact that this is a really nice way to be able to play chords if you're in 3/4 time, any waltz, okay? I'm going to move my thumb to my 4th string. I'm going to keep these fingers here and I'm going to go boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick, 1, 2, 3, thumb, fingers, fingers, thumb, fingers, fingers. When you feel like you can, you're going to move your thumb to the 3rd string and try to alternate a little bit. So I'm going to call it string numbers. Here we go. So 3, pluck, pluck, 3, pluck, pluck, 4th string, 4, pluck, pluck, 4, pluck, pluck, back to 3rd string, 3, pluck. You might find that you have to really watch your thumb when you're doing this. 4, pluck, pluck, 4, pluck, pluck, 3, pluck, pluck, 3. Say whatever you have to in your head to keep that rhythm going. So it might be boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick. And you can do whatever bass note you want, okay? I'm just going back and forth between the two so that you can hear the difference a little bit. But you might do this. You might go boom, chick, chick. This one's nice because it works on thumb independence and agility, because these fingers are just sitting here. They're consistent. It's just the thumb. So I'm trying to show you that as I do that, I move my thumb and get it ready for whichever bass note I'm going to. And you could stay on one for a while. So this is just a little example. So you could be on the 4th string 4 times. Then to the 3rd string. Back to the 4th string. 4, chick, chick, 4, chick, chick, 4, chick, chick, 4, chick. Here comes the 3rd string. 3, chick, chick, 3, chick, chick, 3, chick, chick, 3, chick, chick. I'm going to stop now because I could see myself playing that waltz, that little waltz pattern, probably all day long, thinking about that song and never stopping. So Ain't No Ash Will Burn by Della Mae. I've got it all stuck in my head. I would suggest you look up that group, Della Mae. They sound lovely. And I've got them stuck in my head. I think they're going to stay there for a long time, and they deserve to stay there. They're welcome to stay there for as long as they want. But that whole thing, thumb, fingers, fingers, moving that thumb back and forth from 4th string to 3rd string can sound really nice. And it's a nice way to just develop thumb independence.
Who was that again?
Della Mae. Dellamae. And the song that I was thinking of right there is called Ain't No Ash Will Burn. I think that's the right title. I think I've got the words right. Yep, okay, yep, that's it. The chord progression for that, should you choose to play with it, okay, is F, G, C, C. Then you do that again. And then it's F, G, A minor, and then back to F, G, C, C. It sits beautifully on the ukulele. Just beautiful.
There's also a version by the Black Eyed Susies. That's quite lovely.
The Black Eyed Susies? What a great name. Oh, now I have to play it. you go. I fudged the C chord a little bit there, but I changed it real quick. But look it up. And okay, now I've got to look up the Black-Eyed Susies too. That's a great name, and I'm totally digging that. All right, we've warmed up our picking hand. What's this? Laurel's done. I've done Ain't No Ash to Burn at open mics. Ooh, that's awesome. I'm hoping to play that a whole bunch in my future and just kind of keep that sitting there. And their version of 16 Tons, really good. In my opinion, but you know, I think maybe I really like that group now, so it might be that everything they do I like. Let's see. Oh, okay, you've done it in the key of A. Ain't No Ash Will Burn. Well, this is the thing, right? You choose the key that works for you too. That's so important. Okay, I'm going to pull up the study notes for the Godfather, so that we can take a little look at that. And I think I better zoom in, hey? I'm thinking that you guys probably need that a little bit bigger. Is that okay? Can everyone see that comfortably? Or do you guys want it closer? Yeah, thumbs up, okay. So I know that you can have the Godfather theme. I mean, you can have the song in Laurel, You Saw Della Mae. Oh, you lucky woman. That's so cool. So any song you can have really in any key that you need. I mean, there's certain keys that sound better than others for songs, I think. But anyway, the main part of the melody sits in D minor natural. So what that means for us is that I want us to play through this nice and slow, and that this covers almost all the notes that you play in the song. So it'll help you to find the position that you need to be in. So what I'm going to do is play this, and then I'll stop sharing the screen so that you can watch my hands while I play it. Okay. And while we do this, I'm going to tell you the note names as well, so that you've got the whole shebang. Okay. So I should have put in the note names in there, but I guess I didn't on Friday night when I was working on all this stuff. So you can't get it all, I guess. So I'll start right here. Okay. I'll just go through. So that third string, second fret is D. Okay. Now I'm going over to these guys here. And that second string open, that's E. And then on the first fret is F, then G. Now I'm exclusively on that first string, starting with A. On the first fret is B flat, third fret is C, up to the fifth fret, which I put my index finger on the fifth fret to help myself out. That's D, seventh fret, E, eighth fret at the end of that line is F. And that's as high as we go with the melody. So I'm going to play that again, and what I'm going to do is 2 relaxed plucks per note. So it's going to sound like this. D, D, like that, okay? I'll count to 4, and then you guys join me if you can, okay? And I'll call out the fret number to help guide you. So starting on that second fret and third string, I'll 1, 2, ready, go. D, 2, 2, second string open now. Now first fret on that second string, third fret. Now we're up here on that first string open. First fret on that first string. Now third fret. Up to your fifth fret. Seventh fret. Eighth fret. What I'm going to do now is stop sharing that screen so that you get a close-up of my fingers playing that. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Second string open, first fret, third fret. Now exclusively on the first string, open, first fret, third fret. Now I'm going up to my 5th fret with my little maple leaf fret marker. 7th fret there, 8th fret. I'm going to go back down so you guys can have the full shebang in the recording. 5th fret. I'm going to my 3rd fret. 1st fret. Open. 3rd fret on the 2nd string. 1st fret. Open. 2nd fret on that 3rd string. Okay, so that's in the key of D minor natural. It's all the same notes that you would have in the F major scale, just starting on the note D. It's one of my favorite scales. I really like the sound of anything in a D, anything that starts in D. Now I'm going to bring the screen, share that screen again, and we're going to take a look at the next scale. That first one is probably the most important one to practice in terms of finding that melody comfortably. All right, let's share the next one. Got to lay out all these study notes so you guys know everything that's going on. Sometimes in the song, there's a few points where you're going to find this note here. See the one that I've highlighted at the end of the second line? That's a C sharp. Now there is one that I forgot to put in, and it's the 1st fret just before that D on the 3rd string. Okay? So if you do have a copy of the paper there in front of you, you might want to put right in front of this 2 on the 2nd line, you might want to put fret number 1. And that's a C sharp. Now the scale will sound funny when I play it because I'm going to start on the 1 on the 1st fret before that 2nd fret there on the 3rd string. So I'm going to do this. I want you guys to try that. 1 and then
Tina, do you mean that one that you just did, you added, is that on the 1st fret or on the 3rd fret?
it's on the 1st fret of the 3rd string, right in front of the 2 that
Okay, 1st fret. Yep, okay.
Yep, right on. Okay, so I want you guys to do that just a couple of times. You're going to go 1, 2 on that 3rd string. The first part of the song, where it ends, has got that 1, 2 to end a section. 1, 2. The ending of the song uses the C sharp up high. So 4, 5. So we'll play that whole scale, just run through it so you can feel that sound as well, because you'll get both of them. So although it feels weird, let's start with 1, 2 on the 3rd string, okay? And we'll do two plucks per, and I'll count us in. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. So 2 1s. 1, 1, now to 2, 2, 2, and now we're on the, I'm trying to highlight while I go. Okay, 2nd string, here we go. O, O, 1st fret, 3rd fret. Now on the 1st string, open, open, 1st fret. Big stretch to your 4th fret. 4, 4, 5, 5. I saw some people's fingers reaching that just beautifully. Yeah. That 4, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. Let's play that whole 1st string again. Okay, just so we can practice that stretch. Here we go. Ready, go. Open, open, one, one. Here we go, big stretch to that 4th fret. And 5. Doesn't that sound nice and dark? Whoa, gives you some chills. So the song is, you'll mostly find that you've got C naturals in it, just as you had in the D minor natural scale. But there are points where they want to have the C sharp. It gives that 4th fret instead of the 3rd on the 1st string, gives more tension. So C sharp instead of C really pushes that minor sound, just as you get on the 3rd string if you're playing fret 1 and then fret 2. Fret 1 is a C sharp going to the D on that 2nd fret. And you'll see it in the tablature as I bring it up. I just want you to be aware that you're going to be having those notes in there. Okay, now let's take a look. Chords we'll use. Boy, I really went to town with you guys. You guys probably know most of these chords, but I wanted you to see them written like here as a D minor as a chord chart, and then as the notes, and then as the tablature, so that you can see it whichever way works best for you, because we all, I mean, our minds are all a little bit different. We're going to approach things a little bit differently. Keep in mind, in this song, we're using a G minor, not a G. I think I went through and I proofread my stuff pretty good, but you know, these things happen, right? So what I'm going to do is do 4 strums of each one of these chords, just so you can hear the sound, okay? And if anyone has any questions about these chords while I'm playing them, ask away, okay? Here we go. I'll strum 1, 2, here I go, D minor, 2, 3, 4, going down to G minor. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next chord I've got is A. Ooh. That one wants to go back to D minor, but I just laid the chords out in a row, so much to its shock, we're going to go to C. Ready? Here we go. And then to F. 3, 4. Okay, so those, now in the level 2 version of this song, I have some different shapes for D minor and G, but I'm not worrying about that right now. They're down here at the bottom. But it's okay. We'll look at that in a little bit. The rhythm of the song is important to talk about. So we're going to talk about all this stuff before we even play the song, so that you feel, I'm trying to make sure that you feel as comfortable and confident as you can before we even play the song. Okay. So something that you'll find a lot in this melody of the Godfather is a pickup. The song starts with a pickup. Now, all through that first level, I've written the counting in all the way through to help you guys out, because you're going to want to be thinking a lot about eighth notes. So this song is in 4/4 time, as I've highlighted on the screen here. I wonder if I can make this a little bit bigger and just focus right in on the one level I'm really looking at. Hang on here, 125, let's make it 150. There we go, okay. You get this pickup a lot. So I'm going to count all this stuff before, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Lots of the melodies are coming in at the end of a bar. So you get 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, there's a lot of action going on in this line. That's why I chose it. So, things to think about. You'll get lots of this. If you look up in the melody where I've been highlighting it here, you'll see the first blue bit there where my mouse is. That's an eighth note rest. If you were singing the song, this might be where you take a breath. You go, and 4, and. Okay. Now I'm going to go through and count it. You'll see I'm kind of ignoring this to a certain degree because I really wanted to focus on the and 4 and part, that pickup feel. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go through and I'm going to play this chunk of the song so that you can hear everything that's going on in this weird part. And this is on the second line of the song, so it's important to get that feel, right? Just be comfortable with the counting. So I'm going to play through it twice. First time through, I'm going to say all the fret numbers so you know where I am. Second time through, I'm going to play all the counting, or say all the counting. Lots of talking, take a sip of coffee first. That's what I'm going to do. All right, here I go. I'll count myself in so you can feel everything. And if you feel like playing with me, go for it. I'm not going to be fast, but I think it's really important to hear all this stuff. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 7, 5, 1, 0. 3, 0, 3, 3, 1, 3, 0, 0, 5, 8, and it stops right there because it's just a chunk of the song. What a horrible place to stop. 0, 5, 8. It wants to go on. Too bad, we can't yet. Okay, so things to talk about. That little 0 that I just highlighted, see how it's got brackets around it? That note is tied. If you look up at the sheet music that goes along with those notes, whoop, you'll see that there's a loop, a line connecting that open to the bar before. And I know it doesn't show up in the tab. That's why it's got that little bracket on it, just so that you know you let it ring out, but you don't play it again. Just like that 3 there. It's in brackets. You count it, you acknowledge it, but you don't play it. You might, depending on how your mind works with all this, you might do the counting there. You might like whisper the fret number to acknowledge it and then carry on. What I'm going to do now though is I'm going to start from the beginning and I'm going to count to 4 and I'm going to do all the counting this time. So I'll be counting things like that, eighth note rest, there, and at the end. Okay, here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and next bar. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. 0, 5, 8. So, oh, now I stop. Now it's I don't want to do it too many times over because I know it'll be in the recording, which will be good and put up right away today rather than wait forever. But I wanted to make sure you had that counting in there. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing that and I'm going to bring up the first level of the song is what I'm going to, I'm like all excited. Hey, yeah, okay, let's do this.
Could you count that one more time?
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, let me bring that up again. Whoop, there we go. Okay, here we go. So, do you want me to play it and count it or use the arrow and point at while I count? What would you prefer?
Either way, I'm going to try and I want to write it down. So,
okay, you might find with the level 1, it's already written in there for you though. But I'm going to do it right here on this too. Make sure it's all lined up. Okay, here we go. I'll count to 4 and then I'm going to point and count. Or highlight and count. Let's see, there's my arrow. Okay, got my arrow lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and the space here is 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now we're at this little bracket here with the 3 and that's tied, so that's a 1. I just write a bracket right around that 1, so it's 1 and 2 and 3, and 4. And next bar, tied. So I'm going to whisper it there. 1 and 2 and. Then we've got a rest right here. I know that because I'm looking up there. That's a little 8th note rest. So that's a 3 and 4 and. I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to say it while I play it this time. Here we go. So back at the beginning. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and next bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and last bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and what a cliffhanger. Just to stop there. It's hard to stop there, hey? Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to pull up the song now and I'll play it for you guys. Do, 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 do. Oh, where is it? Oh, yes, I've got the right one. Okay. All right, here it is in all of its glory. And I'll make it bigger to I'm gonna make it 150 and just scroll as I go, okay? So you can see, I believe I've got all the counting right, but it seems like there's usually something I've got to fix while I go. So we'll find out what that is today. When you look at the first line, you see how I've got the 1 and 2 end that I've highlighted, just crammed in there. It's the only way I can do it in the program. So just pretend that's spaced out. All right, move that up. And yeah, I think I'll just play and I'll try to tell you guys when I'm moving on to the next line. Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to count 1 and 2 and 3, and then I'll start. Okay, there is that pickup bar I was talking about. 1 and 2 and 3. Third line. 2, 3. Look at that. There's that 1, 2 I was talking about, right? That's the perfect end to that main section, okay? That's where it sounds all nice and dark and minor. I point that out because if you wanted to practice a song right to there, that's perfect. Okay, now I'm going to play the next part. Actually, I'll start at the right there, that pickup on that line, and then carry on. Okay, go 1, 2, and 3. 2, 3. Next line. 2, 3. 2. Next line. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's our line, right? The study line. Da, da, da. There we go. Okay, I'll play that pickup again, even though it's gone away. 0, 5, 8. Here we go. Two, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Oh, this song sounds so cool. It's been stuck in my head because I want to play it on my mandolin. And I was like, you know what? If I want to play it on my mandolin, I bet you people want to play it on their ukulele. Let's just do this thing. So there's your C sharp to D, that top end of the D minor harmonic scale to finish it. The middle part where it changed is where we, there we go. There it is. Sorry, scroll. Right here. We got a little perky, right? Kind of perky. Went to some major chords there. Hinted at F major, and then back we went to D minor. So really, if you think of the song as being in 3 parts, might be a good way to approach it. You've got the bar 8, where it ends there, right? That's the end of the first chunk. You could practice to there, and that would be good. The middle part where it modulates is right here at the end of bar 8, where I've got the notes 5, 5, 4, D, D, D flat. And it goes right to this note here, A, which is tied to here. So from the end of bar 8 to the beginning of bar 12, I would consider that the next part to work on. And then the first part comes back almost identical to the beginning. So if you can play up to bar 8, then you can play most of the song, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to scroll back up now, and I'm going to play through this and talk a little bit about it as I go. Okay, so you've heard the melody, but now this one is just the melody. I don't have any chordal accompaniment with it. My thought with this one is that you are playing it, maybe you've got someone that's sitting and playing the chords behind you, just a simple strum would work. Or, let's see, if you were strumming it, let's try a few different things. 2, 3, let's see. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Something like that, where it's just a simple strum on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That could work, where it's just all on the beat. 1. So that way that person would be helping you just to keep a nice pulse all the way through the song. I debated on putting these chords in on the 4th beat of that bar and that bar. And then I thought about the folks that have been joining me in here. You guys are fine with doing a quick little chord hop, or ignoring it and just letting nothing happen on that bar. That's okay too. So practicing going back and forth between your D minor and G minor chord shapes would be really important for this song. When you do that, I would lead with your index finger. You'll notice if you make your D minor chord shape and then make your G minor, your index finger just moves one string, and it can be a bit of an anchor for you. But again, that's just how my brain works. You've got to figure out what works for you in terms of making those chord changes. But it sounds cool. I like that D minor and G minor. So I'm going to play through it again. And you'll notice that I tried with this arrangement to put most of the notes on the first string. That's so you can do some little slidey bits with the melody. Okay, so I'm going to play through it, and you'll hear, like, listen for slidey bits, okay? 1 and 2 and 3. 4, 5, 8, 7, 5, 8. Did you hear that little tiny slide? That's a little glissando that I did. I shifted with my index finger on the 5th fret. I just slid down to that 1st fret. So I want everyone to try that right now. I want you to play your 5th fret and then play the 1st, just gliding down. Don't make a big deal like sound. It's just, You play your 5, and you just glide down that fretboard. Okay, so that's something that can be a nice addition. Now I'm going to play the next phrase. So starting here at the end of the second bar with 058, I'll count us in, and I'll just keep playing at this point, and you guys play along with me, and then I'll stop and make note of whatever. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3. Next line. 5. 0, 4, 3. I did a little slide there too. Listen to that. Hear that? Really, if you break it down, 0, 4, 3. I'm going to start at the beginning of this bar again, and I'm going to count it out. I think 1 and 2 and 3 and I was a little more like I tried to ring it out a little bit more. Hey, let that note stand out a little bit more. But whatever works for you, whatever sound you like there, go for it. But that's another spot where you can do that little slidey bit, right? And you're going to hear me do a shift from the 1st fret to the 5th fret there with my index finger. I'm just about positive that I did that before. So let's see. I'm going to start at the beginning of this line again. Here we go. 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Yeah, so there's spots where I like to do that, you know, shifting. Now, it'll be different when I play it in another way, but just keeping it as a melody like that, without any chordal accompaniment behind it, it's nice to shift like that. When you get here, that's where I tend to keep my fingers down after I've laid them out. So when I say that, I mean, hear those notes ringing a little bit? I do that there just because they're just sitting there. It's kind of nice to have that happening. So let's start from right there on the 2, 1, 3. If you feel like laying down your fingers 2 and 1 to get ready, that would be fine. Okay, I'll count us in. 1 and 2 and 3. 2, 1, 3, 1, 0, 3, 1, 1, 0, 0, really low. 1, 2. Let's try that again. Okay, that one's a little bit busy, right? You're starting on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and ending that little phrase on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. So that's kind of neat though, hey? All right, here we go again. I'll do it a little bit slower. And I'm going to start right on this 2, 1, 3 again. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3. 2, 1, 3, 1, 0, 3, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 5, 4, next line, 3, 2, 3, 7, 5, 1, 0, 2. Here we go. 3, 0, 3, 3, 1, 3, 0. Next line, 1 and 2 and 3. 0, 5, 8, 7, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5. The whole time you're playing here, you just got to stop. If you get that index finger on your 5th fret there, you could probably keep it down all the way to there. Okay? Just you rock back and forth between the 7th fret and the 8th fret, but keep your index finger anchored down. It'll make for a way smoother melody. And then, of course, you can glide down to that first fret. So I want to play that whole line again, and I want you to think about keeping your index finger glued onto that 5th fret. Okay. I'll count to 3, and then we'll play the and. I'll play the open. You be ready on that 5th fret, okay? So you can practice being glued down. 1 and 2 and 3, and here we go. 5, 8, 7, 5. Stay glued. 8, 5, 7, 5. Go down to 1. And then, how many people were able to just give me a thumbs up if you were able to be glued? Yeah. Oh yes, I see. Let's see, what was it? I'm rubber, you're glue. Oh, that sort of stuff. All the notes you play. Stay on the 5th fret. Glued down. Ah, yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's very cool. Now I'm going to scroll up a little bit more. Let's do this now. Let's start here again, and let's just carry on, okay? Here we go. Be ready. So right there on the O, and we're good. Here we go. Get your hands ready. 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, 5, 8, 7, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5. 1st fret. 1, 3, oh, and 2 and 3. Oh, 5, 8, 7, 5. So you can still practice that, right? 7, 5. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. 4, 3. No glissando there, but you can use that open string as a little chance to shift from 1st string to 2nd, okay? So let's do it from right here, the 7, 5, 8, 5. Finn, your little paws are clean. You're fine. You don't need to lick your little paws. He's probably bored, so he's like, I'm just going to groom my paws to death. All right, so let's start 7, 5, 8, 5. Okay, and when that O happens, that's your chance to shift strings. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 7, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5. Okay, ready? 4, 3, 2, 3, 3, 1, 5, 7, 2, 3, 3, 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, oh, 3, 1, oh, ready? Oh, 4. Everyone together on the 5, ready? 5, 5. So tragic. Ah, yeah. I love this melody. It's so much fun to play. So this is one, just the way it's arranged. You could sit and play it by yourself. You could have someone strum chords behind you or finger pick them. Let's see. What I did, I was just playing around with some different patterns to see, but I think doing it as it is with just some light strumming might be the easiest way right now. So I'm just going to zoom out a tiny bit, and I'm going to go through this song again. Oh, 9:54 already. Oh, okay. No, I'm going to switch gears and show you guys that next part. Laurel, you got your violin out? Yes! One day, I'll have a violin with frets on it, and it'll be a violin I can play. I need those frets, man. When I played violin before, it sucks so bad.
Tina, there's a thing called a guitar viol. It's got a guitar neck and a violin body and a bridge, and you play it with a bow.
Yes!
They're like custom, and like there was one in England for like $4,000, and there's one in the US for like 1600 that's electric, but they're really interesting. I saw a guy at an open mic had one.
That's what I need. A guitar viol, and then I don't have to worry about this whole fret problem. Oh, okay, I'm going to pull out the next level so that you guys can see what I've been playing around with here. So this part here, I'll share it right away while I'm talking because I know we're running low on time here. If you're comfortable with the, I'll just leave it on the view that it's on right now. If you're comfortable with the melody and you want to try adding in some chords, what I did was I just added a little bit. This one here is the leveled up D minor where you bar across that 5th fret and then you're still playing the melody on the 7th fret of the 1st string. So you'll see that through here. You'll also see just a regular, D minor chord. Anytime the melody goes down into the open there and there's a D minor listed, you could just gently strum with your thumb the whole D minor chord. I've added little tiny bits of the G minor. In this level 2, like I sketched in some things and you just put in what you're comfortable with. And you can refer to the notes page to give you some ideas about, like maybe you want to write down the chord chart above that. You can totally do that. Okay, so I'm going to play this now so you can hear it. Here we go. And I'm not doing anything fancy with picking the melody. A lot of the time right now, I'm honestly just picking it with my thumb. I'll do something maybe a little bit different now because I've got my chords involved, but it might still just be with my thumb. All right. And then I strum. You lose some of that glissando though because you're hanging on to that chord. So that's where it changes. Oh, sorry. The second line, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, 4. Okay, and that's just that little chunk of that G minor chord. And in this version, I've moved the notes a little bit. See how here it's 7, 6, 5? I did that because I've got this chord shape up here that I wanted you to be comfortable making. And the easiest way I thought to do that was to already have the melody notes up high. So 7, 6, 5, 7, 6, 7. I'm on the 3rd line there now. This one here is just straight 5s across the board, which is kind of nice. So you're not stressing too much about making that. So now I'm going to carry on with this part here. 2, 1, 3. G chord. G minor, I mean. Five, 5, 4. Next line is just a C chord. 2, 3. F chord. 2. A chord. Next line. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 5, 8. Barring again with the 5s. And the melody is the 7th fret there, so just watch out for that. So you bar across your 5th fret and add a finger onto that 7th fret. I'm using my ring finger on the 7th fret. 1, 3, D minor. 2, okay, I'll just scroll. Oh, I'll count really slow. 2, 3, oh, 5, 8. Now I'm right here. Okay. I'm going to play the 0, 5, 8 again so that we have a nice pickup into that. 0, 5, 8, bar on your 5th fret, 7th fret for melody. Ooh, I like that sound. Okay, ready for the next part? 7, 6, 5, 7, 6, 7 open. Here we go. 7, 6, 4. Bottom line. Now it's all fives. Right here. Okay, can everyone do that? Barring right across that 5th fret. You can use your middle finger to help you out if you need to. Yeah, right on. Good. Okay, here we go. Last chunk. 2, 3. 2, 1, 3. Make your G minor chord. Ready? Bar across that 5th fret. Ready? Go. So things that are different. Barring across that 5th fret where you've got that high melody on the 7, 5, 8, 5. Adding in the G minor. Sometimes it's not a whole G minor chord, because the phrase I want you to think about with doing this sort of arrangement is I'm playing up to where the melody is. So because that melody is on the 2nd string, I'm just writing the chords up to that part so that the melody is still prominent. There's other ways to arrange so that the melody is tucked within all the notes, but in this case, I just want it to be prominent. Then there's other times where you're just going to be, it's easy to keep your fingers locked down on that 5th fret. Now, if you're barring, hey, you're kind of stuck there. You got a full G minor here, which is kind of nice. If you wanted to have that chord ring out, and if your fingers were feeling agile enough, you might keep that chord down, and you might use your baby finger on that 3rd fret. And that way the chord would keep ringing out. That could be an option. I think that's about it. Now I know I broke this up while I was playing it because I kept making comments about it, but I think it's more valuable to have the comments made. I will play it again though. I'll stop sharing so you can watch my hands while I play it this time, okay? I'm really focused on this song. I'm like a little obsessed. I know that. It's okay. Oh, we got a chat here. Oh, you got internet troubles. Hey, Kat? Ah, yeah. But you're in now. Yeah, right on. Is there another chat? No, notification from my Zoom. I can wait. Okay, here we go. So I'll just sit and play through this, and yeah. 3. Oops. Sorry, I gotta scroll down. I was gonna put the notes in a different spot and realized I gotta copy what I'm doing here. You can hear me slowing down at the ends of the phrases too, right? 2, 3. Oh, it's so much fun to play, you guys. I did add in a little pulse in there. You probably heard that. And what I did was a little, let's see. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Strum. Boom. 2, 3. It's like I couldn't help myself. So that, just adding in that little strum, I did that to help myself keep the beat, which echoed in what I was getting to happen in the first version, where you play the melody and then another person would just strum the chords behind you. That gives you that little accompaniment, right? Where you're like, no, boom, boom, just gentle like that. You don't have
Tina,
yeah.
when you put the recording up, are you going to record yourself playing that so then we can play along with you?
I really should, shouldn't I? I should do that like as a separate little video. I make it all schmancy. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good idea. I like that. Yeah. I also have it in my my music program, so I could. There was something going on my computer, and I couldn't record from my computer for some reason. I think maybe my computer is too full of programs right now and needs to be cleaned up because I tend to shop for programs. So, anyways, yeah, Barb.
Can you okay, bar 16, 765.
Mm-hmm.
Just switch to the G minor at 767. What's the easiest way to do that? 7.
You've got that open. So you've got 7 5 8 5 7 5 open. You're gonna let go of your bar chord there.
And just then
Yeah.
just switch it like that. How do you do it? I just watch you.
Watch
The
this.
765.
Yeah. So I'm 765. Sorry, I was on.
Yeah, 765. And then to the G minor at 767.
Oh yeah. Watch.
You have to switch your fingers around, right?
You do. Yep. Seven, 6, 5. You gotta see how I went here? Yeah. I use my index finger as a guide for that.
Oh, your middle finger. Hold on. Your middle.
So I got my fingers lined up like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, interestingly enough, this in another world is called something else. Because the melody, so you can call that a C6 chord. Because the melody in this song, isn't that weird? It's actually, this is a G minor 6 chord, is what it is. Or a C6 chord. So, oh, sorry, not a C6 chord, a C7 chord. So, if you guys have been doing courses with me in person and you're looking at it and you're like, Tina, this is weird. Chords can have different names. So, yeah, I sit there, go like this. And this would be worthwhile practicing, just making that stairs shape of that minor. And then go in like that. And just, so it's, for me, it's all about that index finger. Bye, Heather. I get that index finger lined up on the 6th fret. And then see how I pivot my hand as I go, too? So from here. Like that. Yeah. It looks like a G7 chord on the, there. Yeah, you got the stairs there, right on, yeah. And then the next one looks like a G7 chord, but on the wrong fret.
Bring that one down there and there. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it, yeah. So,
Tina,
yep,
I want to tell you what I did on that. I did the stair step.
Yep.
And then dropped my pinky, and I didn't have to change anything.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
And then back to, I just have to slide my pointer down. So, I mean, it just fell there. I wasn't planning it. It just happened.
That's beautiful. I forgot my pinky even existed while I was doing that part. Okay, yep, so that's a beautiful alternative right there. A lot easier.
Oh, and Tina,
Yes.
if you're playing with another person, the other person can play at an octave lower within the chord shapes, but except for one bar. It works. I was doing that with you. It sounds really nice.
That's so cool. Oh, I gotta remember about my pinky when I'm up there more. I think, you guys, sometimes I think I make things harder for myself. There you go. Barb, that's what you should be doing. I try to give myself, it's too often when my pinky cramps up, so I tend to not think about that, but I forget other people have functional pinky fingers. Okay, I've got some more chats here. Was it such a beautiful arrangement? Oh yeah, it's pretty, but now it's going to be easier for me now that I know about that pinky finger. Yeah, better together, right? Absolutely, and that's where these sorts of things are great because people have different perspectives, right? So yeah, that's cool. So Helen's playing down, chords lower. We got a pinky finger that is actually functioning. I'll record myself playing, and I'll probably use that fingering now. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna let my computer do what it needs to do. So I'll stop recording now in case anyone wants to say hi to each other or whatever, okay? Bye.
Thank you, Tina.
Hi, Shirley.